Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa. All right, then. So, I'm getting an increasing number of emails from people who do not like the way the channel is going, who do not like the fact that I live stream, who do not like this, who do not like other facts such as where are the videos with Kiri, who don't like any of all of this kind of stuff. So what I want to do is put this video together to address these people, and I will not be responding to any of these comments that people send me in the future, any of the emails they send me in the future, anything like that. This is the end of it. And I'm going to use an email that was sent to me yesterday as the framework for the response to this, because this basically sums up the kind of thing which I get. Now, firstly, I don't understand the mentality of, yes, I really enjoyed videos that were made years ago, i.e. the Civilization series, or what, this is like 3 years ago now. This is not like last month we made these videos and suddenly stopped making them. I would like it if you made these videos again, because I don't like your current content, but, I think I'll send you an email to try and get you to specifically make video. I mean, we talk about entitlement, don't we, in gaming, and it's a bit of a joke, a bit of a piss take. It's like, oh, yeah, entitled, blah, 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 and all this stuff, but that really is entitlement. You reach out to content creators who, by the way, produce content for you to watch for free, okay? You don't have to pay for this content. You have no stake in this content, which is another thing I want to get onto as well, because there was another thing where I've supported you on Patreon, I've done this, I've done that, therefore, for some reason, this gives me input on where the channel goes. I'm afraid it doesn't, but I'll get onto that. Let me go into this email then, which I've received. I won't mention names because, we're better than that, but I'm going to read bits of this off, and then address parts of it, okay? In fact, I might read the whole thing. We'll see where this goes. So it says, "Hello, Sty. Sorry if this message gets a bit lengthy, but I promise it'll be worth your time. As the title of this email states, I have particular concern that borders on peculiar. Since it's something you might not read often, it is every single fucking day, hence this video, good God. This isn't slander of any degree, as I've been quite the fan of Unit Lost for a number of years. I even have a hefty investment in your channel. Now, I don't know what that relates to, but this may be in relation to I've supported you on Patreon, I've subscribed to you on Twitch or something like that. Listen to me now, ladies and gentlemen. You do not get to say what content the channel creates. When you support Unit Lost on Patreon, when you support it on Twitch, or any other way you support Unit Lost, yeah? You support it because you enjoy what Unit Lost does. Unit Lost will always do what Unit Lost wants to do, because what Unit Lost does depends on what Sty wants to do, okay? Now, if I cannot make videos on games that I do not enjoy. I cannot make types of videos that are not worth the time of me making. I cannot sit down and produce comprehensive reviews on games and things like that because they take too long, and it's too much of a, crowded area to go into. There are loads of people on YouTube who do that and have done it for years, and there's no way you can compete. You just can't compete against them. So you have to be clever. You can't expect me to go away and make reviews and make other types of content just because you give me $2 a month over Patreon. It's quite laughable. Again, we go back to entitlement. Just to end the Patreon thing, and if you're a Twitch sub, or even if you tip to the channel or anything like that, you do so because you enjoy Unit Lost. That is it. You are not some sort of shareholder. You are not somebody who has an impact on what the channel does. Just please, and by that extension, if you don't like what the channel's doing, then stop supporting, or just don't support. It's not difficult. It's very weird that people seem to think that because they do that, they have some sort of, I don't know, method of getting in touch with me and telling me how I should be doing things because this is how they want it doing. It's all rather weird. So hopefully that clears that up. Anyway, back to this email. As you're both outstanding comedic presences and a strong voice for serious gaming matters that I am confident will go far. Present and future investments in mind, I feel the need to voice an opinion that I believe may aid you going forward. I personally don't care for the nature of Twitch, but I have taken to it since your YouTube content has been lacking recently. So this is where we get down to it again. It's been lacking. Well, if I look at the YouTube channel, how has the content been lacking? In fact, the YouTube channel is doing better than it's ever done for a very long time. It makes videos pretty much every single day. It streams as well on Twitch every single day. Now, I know the Twitch isn't the issue here. YouTube videos are lacking. Well, let me just tell you about what's going on with the future of Unit Lost, because this isn't a secret. I mean, shit. There's a video on the channel. There is a video on the channel of Kirillov explaining that he's had a critically premature child, which obviously he needs to look after. Now, even before his kid was born, I mean, she was due around about this time, actually, in February, but she came a couple of months early because she couldn't wait. We'd moved away anyway from producing the dual commentary videos, the Let's Play stuff, because that's not the way Unit Lost was going. It's also not really the way YouTube's going. It's a flooded area. Everybody makes that kind of stuff. Nobody really cares. And again, this comes back to, I mean, you want to talk about investment? It comes back to investment on my part. I can't sit here all day making videos that will not produce any kind of return for me. I need my channel to grow. I can't sit here and just be making videos for you because that's what you want. What about me? You know what I mean? Again, this Unit Lost never makes videos because it wants to make money or it wants to get bigger. It makes videos because that's what Sty wants to make. That is it. I enjoy Overwatch, yeah? I enjoy XCOM 2. That's why I've been making a lot of Overwatch videos recently, and I've been streaming a lot of XCOM 2. We also have Hotfix back on the channel, which is a testament to Kiri. I mean, like I've said, the guy has a critically ill baby. I wouldn't even care if he just said, right, I'm off. I don't want nothing to do with this anymore because I've got my kid. I don't even care. But no, the man actually turns up on a fucking Tuesday, well, on a Thursday or whenever it is, and we record Hotfix. He doesn't have to do that. But he does it. And by extension as well, he will not be, and I very much doubt we will ever make any kind of extended Let's Play together ever again. I doubt it will happen. So, I mean, maybe you want another, like I said, Civ series is always the same thing. Are you going to do an XCOM 2 series? No, I'm going to stream XCOM 2 on Twitch. Because guess what? That's much better for me. It's way more interactive than sitting down and producing a Let's Play on my own, which I then put up on the channel. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So I've been enjoying your broadcast for about a year now, ignoring the fundamental issues with Twitch, since I believe you have a voice that outmatches most broadcasters of the same category. It's a voice I and many others have come to trust, which is where my concern comes into play. Watching your broadcasts, I'm beginning to see contradictions between your contents. They're usually small tidbits, right? But as a more noticeable problem, I must bring up your stream of Layers of Fear that you did merely hours before I composed this message. Now, before I jump into this, I'll just read it through and I'll let you guys make your own assumptions before then I reply to this. They're usually small tidbits, but as a more noticeable problem, I must bring up your stream. Oh, I've just read that, haven't I? I was initially quite pleased to watch you play the game. And as you are the one who got me to buy the game back in 2015, thanks to your keen observations, solid opinions, and attention to details. Unfortunately, I still remember the YouTube video you did on it vividly. It was almost as if I was watching two completely different personalities play the game between now and 2015. What you praised back then, you now criticise heavily. I wouldn't have spent anything on Layers of Fear if your broadcast yesterday was your initial video of 2015. For me, being someone who trusts your views, that's a bit of a problem. So when I made a video on Layers of Fear last year, Layers of Fear was an early access game. It had limited content. I showed you what was available of the game at the time, which was essentially the first bit of, you go in and get the first bit of, maybe the first 2 bits of whatever the painting was made of. And okay, those parts are, I would say, okay. And this is, again, a systemic problem with covering early access titles, which you'll notice there hasn't really been that many early access titles that have been covered on the channel since then. Because when you cover an early access game, these developers are quite clever. They give you a really good start to the game. In actuality, what happens is when the game launches, the content is extremely padded out and is quite boring. That is what happened with Layers of Fear. If you want to take the advice of somebody and the keen observations of somebody on an early access title and then base your purchases off that, then by all means go ahead. What you cannot do is come back to me after I then play the full game when it releases, to which I'm obviously not very happy with because it was a disjointed mess of pointless corridors and thousands of door openings which had very little story beyond the first 2 chapters of the game, let's say. What do you want me to say? Oh, I'm very sorry for your loss of money there. No, you've made the decision ultimately to buy the game. It is not my issue. My issue is wanting to avoid producing videos on games. In fact, you know, I was not very happy with XCOM 2. The review version of XCOM 2 did not have performance issues. Okay, it had the FPS issues and stuff like that, which were not that major. And like I said in my video, you know, you can get away with them. However, the full release version of the game had horrendous things like massive delay on alien turns and all kinds of graphical issues. These were not in the review version of the game, which I was told was the full version. I was not very happy about that, and I voiced my opinions on that as well. So I really don't understand this, and I presume that this is some sort of a look, mate. You've recommended me that. Well, that's what it comes off across. You recommended me a game. I trust you. The game is shit. You've cost me money. I don't know what you guys make of that, but I mean, and this is not just the one person who sent me this email. I get this a lot. Like I get, oh, I bought this game. You like this game, but it's really terrible. I mean, a lot of the time. I mean, this is, again, a good thing with Unit Lost because the majority of the audience on Unit Lost is 25 to 35 years of age. So they're generally not idiots. I generally don't get stupid like, oh, F you, mate, or whatever comments. I generally get feedback. But it is very worrying to me to see the style of feedback I do get, which it just makes me think I understand why a lot of other YouTubers that I'm friends with and know completely shut out their audience. Why would you want to talk to people like this? Why would, when your business relies on you being creative, being happy, being energetic, would you want to deal with these kind of comments? This is, like I said, I will not be responding to any of these comments ever again. This video is where I will refer people back to, or fans of the channel can refer people back to this video, because quite frankly, I'm tired of it. You know, I want to make videos I want to make and videos that I enjoy. And you can see that in the videos I make. Anyway, I go on. I understand that opinions change, but I did not expect you to see mocking bits of content that you sold me on last year. I feel a bit cheated now. I know what you really think of the same content you praised back then. Right then, so at the very start of the Twitch stream, I said I've played about the first hour of this game, so I know what's going to happen. Did you honestly expect me to sit there and pretend I didn't play the game? I knew what happened. And guess what? After that, the game was terrible. So what do you expect me to do? It's weird. It's such a weird thing. It's weird. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. As I said, don't take this as slander. It's not slander. For a start, I don't know what. But this is a critical problem with your content. No, it's not. It's a critical problem with your opinion of the content because you believe the channel should be making videos you want it to make, and you want to go from there, which I think is crap. Because the YouTube channel will only ever make videos that me, Stylosa, wants to make. It will not make videos for you. It will not make videos for anyone. It will make videos because I want to make them. This is how you make videos on YouTube, unless you are a complete sellout channel who will make videos just because you are paid to do it or because you don't want to offend people. Unit Lost is obviously not that. Yeah, sure, we've done brand deals in the past. We state we do them when we do them. It's not some sort of, oh yeah, we're making videos on this game, but we're not really going to tell you. It's not like, oh, you know, I get sent early access to games quite a lot. I don't make videos on a lot of them because I think they're shit. I don't think games like Yarny or whatever are my kind of game. I don't think they're very good. If I had access to them, do you think I would spam videos out? I wouldn't. There are a lot of channels out there who would because they know they get views. Because the sad reality is, if you produce views on a game before anybody, videos on a game before anybody else, you'll get views on them. And then when people see the views translate into money, they will keep doing the same thing. And there's a horde of channels out there like that. Unit Lost is not like that. So I don't know where this kind of thought comes from. It's crazy. I would be happy to voice my opinion on other weak points I've noticed in your recent walks of content. If you so desire, blah, 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 thank you. Now, I'll say it again. Nobody on this earth has an input into what goes on the YouTube channel beyond me. If I make a video and it gets a universally negative response, I will remove the video. I've done that before a number of times. Sunless Sea was a video, which is not available on the channel anymore. I made a video on that, and it wasn't a very good video. And I put it out, and straight away people were like, this ain't very good, what the hell? it was a bad video. I'm not going to make excuses, but I was probably not very well at the time. And so, I don't know, for some reason thought it was good, and whatever, it got through quality control, who knows? But, you know, let me just recap this. And like I said, this is the end of it. I will not be responding to any of these ever again. I think people could say to me, Star, you shouldn't have actually made this video anyway, because you're just responding to them, so more people are going to talk shit back to you and all of that crap, and it's like, whatever. Number one, if you have supported Unit Lost in any way, it does not mean that you have a say on the content it produces. Number two, Unit Lost will never make videos for you. Number three, if you do not like the videos Unit Lost makes, then unsubscribe and go and find another YouTube channel. Number four, Unit Lost will always make videos that Sty wants to make, which is very similar to what was number two I just said. It will always make videos that I want to make. It will not be making videos that I do not want to make. I'm not sure if people understand how this works, but I am the guy who thinks of the content, who plays the games, who records the videos, who edits the videos, who makes the thumbnails, who uploads the videos, who fills in the description and the tags. To get through that, you have to enjoy the game. Because if you don't enjoy the game, well, the video will be terrible. And I forgot what number I'm on now. But don't expect to be seeing videos that were on the channel 3 years ago, because times change. Kiri will not be available as he has been before. There will not be Let's Plays with Kiri on the channel. There will be hotfix with Kiri on the channel. I don't really know what more to say. I mean, I want to know what you guys think about this, because I'm getting this all the time. I know, yeah, okay. If I look through the history of Unit Lost, I see it does make videos on a lot of different games, and it's never really been a channel which has been pumping out videos on one game, although that's not really fair, because we've made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos on Civilization, loads of videos on XCOM, and other games like that. Extended Let's Play series that have gone into 30, 40, 50 videos kind of level. I have been supporting Overwatch recently because I really enjoy the game. I've made videos on Overwatch, nowhere near to the level, the number level of Civilization, for example. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of negative comments. In fact, the Overwatch videos do get a lot of negative comments on them, which I can only presume are just from sour and bitter people because they don't have access to the game. Which, again, I don't care. I don't give a shit what you think. I don't care if you think, oh no, I hate this. Star used to make videos on games I like. Now he makes videos on games I don't. What the fuck? I'm starting to ramble anyway, but you understand my position on this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a... I do not do what you tell me to do. If you send me an email and say I don't like your current videos, supporting me on various ways through Patreon, Twitch subs or whatever, does not mean you get to tell me what to do. And if you don't like the content on the channel, why are you still here? I want to see what you people think about this, because I know a lot of people will respond to this in the comments below. I will read the comments on this. But I think I am going into a phase now where I'm going to become more cut off from comments, cut off from feedback. I don't want to read comments, you know, because comments, it doesn't really matter what you say or what I say. You know, I've said this to people before, like, why do you even read the comments? What's the point? When you look at comments on a video, if you make a video and you want to see some feedback, you look at the comments and you'll be like, okay, you know it's YouTube comments, yeah. There will always be a couple of comments which are like daggers. It's like, holy shit, this is really, is it that bad sort of thing? And it only takes a little bit to knock any normal person out of their stride. And then suddenly they become, you know, it has an impact on them. Like they second guess what they're doing and all of that. Which, do you want me to be brutally honest? Absolutely brutally honest. The way to gauge how well your videos are doing and how good your videos do and how good what you do actually is. Well, it's on the viewing figure underneath the video and the number of likes a video gets. None of our videos go into negative likes. Maybe that Frankie video I made, but that was a different situation. You know, maybe I just click on some random videos here. The Overwatcher video, 249 likes, 1 dislike. Hanzo, my aim is true, 211 likes, no dislikes. Roadhog, 182 likes, 1 dislike. That's really all I care about. If the people who watch my videos like the videos, then it's fine. Yet you'll look at the comments on these videos and you'll see a comment and it's like, holy shit. I'll look in my email account, which, to be fair, shouldn't be publicised. It is, for business reasons. And that's, I think, how I'm going to treat it from now on. When I see emails coming in, they'll be immediately deleted. They won't be read. And like I said, this is probably going to be, for better or for worse, the start of me not actually paying that much attention to feedback I'm getting online. Because I know, I mean, let's be honest, it's only the vocal minority who actually want to stand up and make a fuss about something that affects them. Maybe it's down to entitlement, maybe it's down to whatever. Who knows? I like to think that if anything does go wrong or anything isn't up to scratch, then I'll know anyway. I don't need to be told by some random person on the internet. Well, there you go anyway, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Starlo, so this is Unit Lost. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll catch you next time, people. Toodaloo.